In this eerie village, another bizarre incident has occurred. An 8-year-old boy died under mysterious circumstances. When the boy's father found him, he was covered with a red cloth, which is precisely what has been frightening the villagers. You see, in the woods outside the village, there lives a red monster. In ancient times, the monster and the villagers' ancestors made a pact. The village was forbidden from having anything red. Even if a single red wildflower were to sprout, the villagers would immediately pluck it and bury it deep underground. But recently, strange events have been happening one after another. Dead livestock suddenly appeared around the houses, and some people claim to have seen the silhouette of the monster. Initially, the elders speculated that it might be wolves causing mischief. However, that very night, the watchman witnessed the monster entering the village with his own eyes. Still in shock, he quickly rang the alarm bell to notify the villagers to hide in their cellars immediately. A man named Matt then carried a little girl who was left alone into a house and helped a frail woman secure her doors and windows. After ensuring everyone was safely indoors, Matt didn't have much time left to escape. Lisa, who was blind and couldn't see her surroundings, was worried about Matt's delay. She waited for him at the door, extending her hand for Matt to hold. Suddenly, the chairs inside the house began to shake. The monster was approaching. With her heightened sense of perception, Lisa sensed the monster's presence. Just as the monster was about to reach out its demonic claws towards Lisa, Matt appeared in the nick of time and pulled her into the house. Fortunately, everyone survived the night unharmed. However, the next day, all the doors of the houses were splattered with red paint. It was clear that the monster would return to the village. To prevent the monster from reappearing that night, the villagers donned their yellow ceremonial robes and threw a piece of prime pork onto the sacrificial stone outside the village, hoping to gain the monster's forgiveness. To avoid another attack, the villagers all hid in their homes and locked their doors tight. Only Lisa ventured outside. Fearing that the monster would harm Lisa, Matt stood guard at her doorstep throughout the night. Matt's actions touched Lisa deeply, and they decided to hold their wedding a few days later. But the next day, Jack knocked on Matt's door. When Matt opened it, Jack suddenly pulled out a knife and stabbed him. Matt collapsed to the ground in pain. By the time someone noticed something was wrong, Jack's hands were already covered in blood. Upon learning about Matt's predicament, Lisa rushed towards him. However, by the time she reached Matt, he was already lying on the ground, barely clinging to life. Due to the village's limited resources, the local doctor couldn't provide the necessary medication to treat Matt. Desperate to save his life, Lisa made a bold decision. She asked her father to let her go to the town's pharmacy to buy medicine, threatening to take her own life if he refused. The village chief, at a loss, had no choice but to break the rule of not allowing anyone to leave the village and permitted his daughter to go to town to buy the medicine. However, before his daughter left, the father took her to a secluded cabin and revealed a secret that had been hidden for decades. The movie is called The Village, and due to time constraints, I cannot provide more details.